There's a major correction going on because of Bank of Japan, Internet Computer is actually holding up relatively well up until this happened. But down 1.5%. But look at this versus Bitcoin, up 4.2%. You know why? Because Bitcoin and other tokens are nuking way worse than Internet Computer. So I'm going to give you guys a price prediction and my thoughts on Internet Computer. What you have to realize is Internet Computer is holding up damn well today. In fact, if you compare it against a lot of these other assets, look at this last 24 hours. Bitcoin is now 5.5% below 80,000. I can't even believe we're here. If you listen to Alex Becker, he basically said Bitcoin would not go below 100,000. And this is proof that nobody knows anything in crypto. Absolutely nothing. Zero. People know nothing. Zero. Okay? The fact of the matter is the market will do the exact opposite of what you believe and your favorite YouTuber believes, except if it's me, of course. No, I'm just kidding. I screw up quite a bit myself. Everyone does. It's just part of it. I just screw up less than most YouTubers, which isn't saying much because most of them suck. So, how do I know this is Bank of Japan? Well, you guys got to be in my group. This guy A, he's got another group called Moonshot Capital, which is actually pretty good. And he's keeping us updated. Bank of Japan, says the bank will taper basically the money, the purchasing of bonds and all that stuff, and quantitative easing or whatever you call it. So if you want to come into my Discord, which is the Dow King Discord, and we're talking about it. He said Sol is almost at 125 because that's what I predicted. If you guys go back to my last video on Sol, I predicted that Sol would probably hit 125. That is very much in line with where its support levels are. If you guys look right here, where are the support levels? I usually do this on Deck Screener, but if you look right here, and it actually went a little bit below 125, probably about 120, but 125 looks to be pretty good support here. We're right around there for Sol. I hope it bounces off that 120 mark because 25 mark, because if it doesn't, we probably are going to go down to about $100. It's pretty scary times. Unfortunately, these are events you can't predict. Now, I want to talk about something very important before we get into ICP and what I see on ICP and all the great things on ICP that are happening. Even though the market is dumping, just as one thing you guys got to look at. Look at this. 24 hours. Look at this. All basically above them is stable coins. All these are stables. And Barachain and Leo Chain. I don't know. Barachain is a brand new coin, so you can't even count it. Leo Chain is some junk. We don't even want to talk about it. And it already had a massive dip. Besides that, the rest are stables and Internet Computer. Internet Computer is basically the third best performing token out of the top 100. That should tell you something. Why is that? What is going on? This is basically, you got to read the tea leaves. Now, before we read the tea leaves and get into the news, a lot of people are asking me to change the name of my channel back to Dow King. Change it to Crypto Circus because, DeFi was kind of dead and there was a lot of DAOs, but they're like, we want it back. The DAOs and DeFi are coming back. There's this project called Let's Effing Grow, which is huge. It's going to be huge. It hasn't launched yet. I got some whitelist spots for it for my group, so you got to join my group. These are the type of projects that are going to do 10, 20x in this wonderful bull cycle that we are in. And basically people are like, the DAOs are coming back. These kind of projects are coming back. You should change your name. Tell me in the comments if you want me to change the name. Just tell me. I am open to it. I will change it back to Dow King. I will. So you guys tell me. But crypto is also a circus at the end of the day. And I think Crypto Circus works well too. But tell me if you want it to change back. Now, LFG, by the way, is going to be doing some big stuff over the next couple of weeks. Some AMAs over at Arena. They're launching on 4 chains: Sol, Sonic, AVAX, and BNB. Insane. It's going to be one of those projects that's going to go probably 10, 20x on launch because that's what Ohm Forks do. I'm going to make a whole Ohm Fork video to explain this to you because you guys have all forgotten how Ohm Forks work and how amazing they are. We're in Hand of God right now, printing money. I showed you guys my last video, Hand of God. Literally, people are making hand over fist money for free writing. DeFi, you can make money and you don't have to worry about all this garbage. A lot of times. Sometimes you do. But generally you don't. And that's why people love DeFi. Now, let's talk about Internet Computer, where it's going to go, where we've come, what's going to happen, and who to get a loan and money from to buy more of it. First of all, internet computer should not be your only token in your portfolio, like Jerry Banfield is telling everyone. It should be a bunch of stuff in your portfolio. It should be a little bit of Bitcoin, a little bit of Sol, a little bit of BNB, a little bit of AVAX, a little bit of Sonic. It should be everything or a lot of everything. Depends on your budget, what you have, because you don't know which token is going to do a 10 or 20x. Now, my belief is internet computers should not be this cheap at all. In fact, not only is my belief, a lot of other people's belief too, because it is actually higher. It is outperforming Bitcoin today, which is unbelievable, by 4.2%, which is unbelievable by itself. And the reason it's doing that is because people do not want to sell it because it is too cheap. Yes, this has been going down, but what you've seen since February, early February, is that people don't want to sell below the $6 mark. It hits around $6 and people are like, I'm not selling that low. There are a lot of good things that are happening on it. First of all, there's Bob. Bob is doing quite well. And it's burning a lot of the tokens. Okay. There's also the cycle burn rate, which we'll get into right now. Get into something else that a lot of people are not paying attention to is the number of tokens left to unlock on ICP. These are all incredible news. ICP right now has one of the best tokenomics. It went from having one of the worst tokenomics to one of the best tokenomics because it only took 4 years for all these people to vest since the project has been out. 48 months here and when it launched. So it's been 5 years now? Yeah, almost 5 years, something like that. So basically what you have is a situation where internet computer only has 4 more unlocks, 11 days for this one to happen on March 10th. And then after that, 3 more left. You're only talking $60 million worth of unlocks. These people were eating. They only bought these tokens for 3 cents. So they were just dumping it. Most of these people were only bought it for 3 cents, by the way, from the seed and the private sale. I think the private sale, they paid more, around around $4 something. The seed, I believe they paid only 3 cents. So those people killed it, absolutely killed it. And they're basically getting free money. They'll dump at $7, $6, $3. They don't care. But even them, they're not dumping at those prices because it's ridiculous to dump at those prices and they know it. So what's happening is a lot of these guys are just holding on to their tokens. Now, these guys, once this is done, Money Train, Tokenomics changes very quickly on ICP. In fact, changes so fast that it's unbelievable. It becomes one of the best tokenomics in all of crypto. It goes from being the worst to one of the best, potentially deflationary. I don't really care if something's deflationary. What I care about more than anything is if there's demand on a token. And we are seeing demand on a token. At least we're seeing potential demands happen. Look at this. The most active cryptos based on GitHub data for the last 3 months. Number of commits. Number 1, ICP. Yes. Number 2, Link. Number 4 is Bitcoin. This is unbelievable numbers. These are unbelievable numbers. How far ahead ICP is. All right. There was a very interesting story that Jeff Bezos said. Jeff Bezos was saying that look at this, revenues in ICP. Believe it or not, revenues on ICP surpassed Solana in the last 24 hours. Never happened since 2021. Revenues are just skyrocketing on internet computer while they're crashing on Solana. Should we not be worth what Solana is or close to it? Because $3-4 billion, what the value? Well, no, we're a little bit higher than that. The valuation of about $3 billion something is not reflective of this token at all in any way whatsoever. And this guy Fabio does a great job. You should definitely follow this guy. But basically, Jeff Bezos was saying that while all the metrics in his company on Amazon were going up, sales are going up, everything is looking good, stock price was going down. Well, what does that tell you? This is inflection moment for you to understand. There are very few times in life you get gifts. One of them was Amazon for people that were back then. And I was back then. I was looking at Amazon stock going to myself, is this going to go to zero? I obviously wasn't doing enough research because I was working at the time, and people who work don't have enough time to do research. Now I don't really work. So I have more time to do research because research and information is more important than working because you can make more money if you do it. So I can give you this information for the people that are working hard out there that don't have hours and hours and hours to look at data points and waste time on Twitter and talking to people on Discord and wasting their lives away online. And while you're actually working and being productive, let people like me do the research for you and put our money where our mouths are. My money is in ICP, a lot of it. I have about 7,000 ICP, and I have already leveraged some around the $6 range, about 4x leverage. So it's like I have more. I have so much more. I have like 10,000 with the leverage probably. I mean, I am all in, baby. I am all in. And the reason I'm all in is because the data points are pointing to something wonderful. And I'm going to give you my price estimates in a minute. Okay. And if you look at all the data points, they're all wonderful. Cycle burn rates, total amount burned. I mean, over 1.2, almost 1.3 million tokens burned. It's like, it's it's going up, go. It's like freaking Superman is going into the sky, man. All right, last 3 months. 3 months ago, only 553,000 were burned. This thing's burning 10 to 15,000 a day. There was a day this week, I believe, it did 27,000 burn, 26,000. Why? I don't know. Wasn't paying attention, but it did burn 26,000. Might have been some new project or something that needed to burn. But people are using it. That's why it's burning. These things are important. Bob is also holding extraordinarily well. Market is nuking, and Bob's just chilling here at $1.14 at $14.4 million market cap. Like the market's not even nuking. Bob's just chilling. And that shows resilience. That shows strength. That shows what I like to see, being the top token on, I should say most well-known token, not necessarily because of market cap, but definitely the most influential token, powerful token for ICP. That to me is very, very positive. When you look at all the other data points, when you look at what's going on, when you look at the number of people buying, the whales buying, when you look at the supply on chain and the supply with that's on the DEXs, when you look at all the information around you, when you look at the top DeFi projects, where they're going, what's happening, ICP is top of all of these lists. When you see it's next generation technology, when you understand it's basically AWS online, fully decentralized, you understand the power of it, especially with Bob, what they've been able to do. And you understand that the best is coming. Caffeine AI is coming. When you understand the unlocks are basically done in 100 days. That's why the price is holding steady. That's why I believe the price will go up. How far is it going to go up? Well, I think from here is a 10x. I think $60 to $65 is going to happen from here. I don't know when. I'd say 6 to 9 months. Definitely by the end of the year. Maybe goes into 2026 is a possibility. I don't see much better investment because the downside is what? 555? I don't see it going below that. If it does go below that, the burn rate kicks up even higher. So it's kind of creating its own floor in a weird way because the number of tokens that are needed to do all the computing that people are buying. And the computing with Caffeine AI and actually using it for AI hasn't even started yet. You guys waking up? Wake the F up. This is a great project, okay? This is an absolute killer project. And it's just a matter of time. Patience is key, I was told today. And that person is right. Patience is key. Unfortunately, sometimes you have to be a little bit more patient than you wanted to be. That's where I believe this thing is going. Could this go more than $60, $65? Some people are saying 100, 200, 250. If Caffeine AI blows up and the adoption becomes like enormous, then there is a possibility for that. But Caffeine AI would have to do some absolutely big banging numbers. Burn rate, new wallet, and just hype would just have to take over. And that's a possibility in crypto. It always is a possibility in crypto. But right now, all the data, oh yeah, the fear and greed index. This is where you want to buy. People who tell you this is not the time to buy don't know what they're doing. Every time I bought, when the fear and extreme fear and all these things were happening, this is where you make money. You don't buy when everything's at hunky-dory and Bitcoin's at $150,000. You're not going to make any money. You know, and looks like we bounced off that $79,000 line. Looks like we bounced off of it, huh? Yeah, let's see if we can hold it. 79,000. When I mean, this is a critical area for Bitcoin. It has to hold it. If it does not hold it, we have problems. ETH can't hold anything. ETH is just terrible. Makes me sad I even own any. But you know, Internet Computer's a champ, absolute champ. Number 3 on the 100 list. You know, everything's down, just what it is, but we're down the least. That counts for something. That tells you something. That's powerful. Look at this. These are all stable coins. Well, some other tokens just made it up in here too. Monero, you don't want to own Monero, even though it's been doing good lately. I don't even know where to buy Monero. They took it off all the exchanges. A couple more tokens look like, wow, this one just bounced out of here. I don't even know. Fast token just went, boop. Something must have happened over there. Wow. I don't even know what that is. That's insane. It went all the way down here and went, whoop. Little bounce back. Some of these tokens, when they bounce back, they bounce back. Probably don't have as much liquidity. Yeah, it's a little bit lower. You can see somebody just came in and did a big buy probably. That is insane. Wow, this thing just only goes up. What is that? What is this? Someone tell me about Fast Token. Holy cow. What? What is going on? What the hell is this, people? What are we looking at here? This looks like a scam token. How is this possible? All right, I got to do some research now. What the hell? This is actually what a tomb fork like LFG looks like, but it does it in a day, and then it's pretty crazy. This is nuts. All right, guys. Anyway, hope that information was good. I don't know what this is. Dude, put this in the comments. If you want to see me change it back to Dow King, or tell me what Fast Token is, please tell me about this Ponzi. I don't know what this is, or is it? I don't know what this is. This is incredible, but that's it. Hit me up and we'll go from there, guys. Best of luck. Come over to my group and I'll share with you all the socials of LFG and all